Hey everybody, my name's Ed. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick haul review. Um, we'll do it like we did. We've been doing it recently. I'll talk about some of the comic books I bought last week, and then I'll show you what I bought this week. Today's beer is Steel Reserve. I'm not going to chug it today because I got something I got to do after this, and I don't want to be all buzzed, which will happen if I shotgun that beer. All right, so. Uh, Riri Williams, number 4. Okay, so I thought this was okay. Basically, Ms. Williams is trying to get to the bottom of what's going on with this, what happened with her friend who got put into the hospital or whatever. And we meet this new, um, excuse me, the villain who kind of beat her up last issue or whatever. He finds out where she lives, and he has a big conversation with her, saying there are all these forces at work, and he's telling her about the cult of the Ten Rings or whatever it is. And he kind of gives her a background on his background and what that may or what the Ten Rings may or may not be. And he actually tries to get her to join him, like join me. You have so much power, and we can do so much. That old trope. And of course, she kind of turns him down or whatever. But there's kind of a fight or whatever. I thought it was an okay issue. Wasn't bad. Felt very old school, believe it or not. And it was fun. I like the way the artist is Luciano Faccio. I guess that's how you say his name. I really like the way he draws the main character. I thought the fight was a little bit stiff. It could have been a little better choreographed. But I had fun for the most part. Just not a great groundbreaking comic, but a solid comic book, a solid superhero comic book. So I thought it was fun. Uh, Sharky number 2, Mark Millar and Simon Bianchi, or however you say his name. Um, Really thin story about this outer space bounty hunter who's trying to take this kid somewhere, and of course, you know, hilarity and wacky adventures ensue. I really, really like the art. The story itself is actually kind of thin and superficial. Um, but the art kind of makes up for it, and that's kind of becoming a not uncommon theme in some of Mark Millar's comics these days. It's not that the stories are bad, but it just seems like he's just sort of grinding them out. You know what I mean? But on the other hand, he's smart enough to pick some really good artists to kind of pick up some of the weight. And it kind of works. It's entertaining so far. So, all right. Criminal number 3, Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. This is the second part of the story with the um, elderly comic book artist and his former protege. And the guy is kind of loosely modeled after Gil Kane, I think. Gil Kane and maybe some other stuff, other people thrown in there, and of course, exaggerated for effect. But in this issue, basically, the artist gets his ex partner to hire somebody to go steal his old art from his daughter or his daughter's husband or ex husband or something like that. And of course, he's gonna take it to sell it to get out of his gambling debts and whatnot. Really well written, good dialogue, great art. It's what we've come to expect from Criminal. And so yeah, I haven't read any of the back issue or the back matter. Um, it looks like there is a it looks like there's an analysis of the movie Color of Money. And you know what? I remember when this movie came out. I remember it was really popular. It's basically a sequel to The Hustler, which haven't seen either. But The Hustler was a movie about pool with Jackie Gleason and Paul Newman. And so the sequel that's come out, whatever, 20 years later, is Paul Newman and Ted Cruz. So, alrighty. Um, Naomi number three. Um, I. Michael Bendis, David Walker, and Joseph Campbell. Oh, wait, what's the Jamal Campbell, Joseph Campbell. But anyway, we're getting a little bit deeper into the mystery. We find out uh, who this guy is, the big scary guy that lives in Naomi's town, and he seems to know a little bit about who she is and where she comes from. And um, I liked it because it seemed like there was a super obvious thing that what we the readers thought they were going for, and Bendis put in a pretty decent twist here, which I do appreciate. So I really don't want to talk too much about it because it is kind of about a mystery and so on and so forth. So, all right, but yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's been decent so far. You know. So, all right. Black Hammer number nine. We're getting back into the climax again. Um, Basically, what had happened in the last couple of issues was they kind of find out what was going. They found out why they were, or that they were kind of stuck into that fake town, and nobody could leave the town or whatever. Now they've gotten out, and they've kind of trying to go back to where they're supposed to be. And a big event has happened, and once again, they've been kind of removed from where they're supposed to be. Now reality has actually changed where none of them are superheroes anymore. And of course, the Black Hammer's daughter has to get to the bottom of it again, although she does it a little bit quicker. And I guess they're finally going to confront Madam Dragonfly, or whatever her name is, in the upcoming issue or whatever. And like I said, it's got to be leading up to the climax. It can't be more than one or two more issues. So, um, yeah, just I've really enjoyed this comic. I'm glad I found out about it. And la di da. Black Widow number three. Okay-ish. We're getting a little bit more into the whole thing of Black Widow finding out what's going on with the help of what's this person's name? Tiger. Um, and they are in Madripoor, and they're trying to get into the bottom of what's going on with these missing children and missing women. And some guy's got some sort of website up where he does kind of like I don't know, pornography and snuff films and things like that. And they're basically she crashes this party for villains and whomever, and the guy kind of wants all the bad guys to invest in his website. So Black Widow kind of has a fight with Madame Mask, knocks her out, makes her way into the party disguised as her, and things kind of go awry. So, just as Black Widow is about to, getting a little bit farther and further, or should say deeper into the conspiracy or whatever. So, I don't want to give too much away. You get some fun-ish cameos from like Sabretooth and Baron Zemo, Madame Mask, of course. Taskmaster shows up. So, all right. Okay, comic book. I wish the dialogue in the actual script was a little bit better. It's all right. I do like the plot. I think the pacing and everything is okay. I wish I liked the art a little bit better. The art's just good enough for me to be all right. It's just good enough for me to be okay. So, all right. And Invisible Kingdom #1, G. Wilson and Christian Ward, kind of a science fiction type thing. It has there's a couple of different stories going on so far. I'm not sure how big the cast is gonna get. This is gonna be the main character I get, I guess. And she is, I guess, an alien, but she's trying to join this kind of uh, religious order, or she's kind of going trying to become a nun or something like that. And meanwhile, the other side of the story is these people who are in this cargo ship and they crash on the moon. And there's all this stuff about we've crashed on the moon. What are we doing? We've got to find out, what went wrong. And then going through all their cargo and ledgers and stuff like that, they find out there's some sort of embezzlement thing going on, or something. There's something not kosher happening. Meanwhile, with the nun, we get to see her go through some ups and downs and trials and tribulations, and her struggles. People are trying to kind of put her down. She's trying to have faith. There's some kind of science fiction metaphors for prejudice and things like that. And they kind of hints at the end of this issue that there may be something wrong with the books at the church as well. I thought the story was well written, interesting themes going on, uh, decent dialogue, so I'll give it a chance. The art's okay-ish. I don't know what I can compare it with. It's got this pseudo-European style to it, I guess. It really reminds me of something I would have seen in, like, heavy metal back in the day or something like that. Um, I don't want to say it looks like Mobius. It doesn't really, but I can't think of anybody else to compare it to right now. But like I said, it kind of has that kind of like old European science fiction fantasy feel to it. So, all right. Okay, so that's it for that. I'll show you the comics I bought today. Uh, okay. I picked this up because I saw this is Amber Blake #1. I saw Osborne talking about it, so I thought I'd give it a chance. So, all right. Excuse me. I didn't notice this. There's an ad for a comic book based on Glow. Gorgeous ladies of wrestling. All right. Okay. Bet Bettie Page #2. I bought #1 and thought it was all right, and then I forgot that this comic was coming out. So I think they're on issue 3. Paper Girls #27. Another comic book that should be getting close to its wrap up or climax. Dreaming #8. I was gonna drop this comic, but I read #7, and the new story arc is a little bit more interesting to me than the initial story, so I think I'll give it another chance. Hot Shots #2. Again, okay, not great. I do like the art. It's Gail Simone comic. Um, we'll give it a chance. I'll give it another issue, and I'll decide if I want to keep reading it. It's not bad, but we'll see. We'll see. This, obviously, you can see this issue guest stars DEADSHOT or whatever. All right, fine. And Conan the Barbarian #5. All right, so that's it. Thank you very much for listening. Today's comic book haul is brought to you by the Best of Sublime. All right, so thanks, and you have a good day.